So tomorrow it's going to be exactly a month since I started planning and organizing my trip to go or fly up to Pretoria to do my procedure for my heart, or let my procedure for my heart to be done by a specialist. And what a journey it was. But I don't want to talk about the journey today because the other two vlogs was in Afrikaans. I didn't have the energy to do it in English as well. But I want to talk to you today about parenting and the challenges regarding parenting. But through these challenges we have, sometimes we stand and ask ourselves, why did I ever decide to have kids? And then there's times where we want to burst with pride. Now, I've been away from my kids for 2 weeks because of the procedure. And that was the longest I've ever been away from them. And because I homeschool, my kids do see a lot of me, time-wise. So I had this idealistic dream or vision of me arriving and walking through the doors and my kids running towards me. And I know it seems corny, but you know, if they had a banner, you know, welcome back mom, I would have felt like the best mom ever. But instead, let me back just a bit. My husband was taking photos of my kids, you know, waiting for me to walk through the doors. And you can see them waiting anxiously and can't wait to see me. But just before the doors open and I walk, and it was my turn to walk through the doors, my youngest went and he went and stood behind a banner to surprise me and to, you know, I don't know, scare me or whatever. But it was, you know, he had it all planned. And then the oldest decided that he's gonna tell me where his little brother is. So my first connection with my kids, or reuniting with my kids, was my two kids fighting and me and my husband trying to keep them apart from each other. Now, my husband, as I asked, stood right at the front so that my kids can see me first and I can see them first. And then we were the center of attention. And I could see a few parents, you know that Grinch love. I've been there before, you know. I know what you're going through. And the sympathy, you know, looks. And then I thought, why on earth was I looking forward, coming back to this? Now, it was God's plan that I do the procedure in Pretoria so that I can be there for a week to get over the shock of the operation or the procedure, and also just to get, you know, healthy and stronger again. Because if I would have come back to my kids and, you know, the normal routine, I think that would have been too much for me to handle, because I really felt weak and I really felt, you know, with totally without strength. I can't think of the English word now. But what is important is that sometimes our kids react in a certain way and we feel like, is this my kids? Why are they acting like it? I had this vision of me reuniting with my kids And as I said, you know, with the banner and everything just being awesome. But instead, I got a fight happening right in front of me. And it felt like, why now? Why this way? I've been waiting for this so long. And I actually just want to hug them because I've missed them so much, and my husband. And then there is times where I invite a friend, and this was something that happened recently. And my oldest, I was busy putting on my mascara, doing the final touches, because I'm always just a little bit, just 5 minutes late or just on time. I'm still working on that one. And I realized that there's so many things I can be thankful for my kids as well. Because I asked my oldest to open the gate for her, and I heard him tell her where to park her car, inviting her into our house, and then where to sit down on the couch. And while I was coming down the stairs, and just when I sat down, he asked, would you like some coffee or tea? And I was like, this is my child, you know, I made him. And I didn't taught him to do that. He saw me, you know, how to invite people into our home and how to treat them and make them feel welcome, especially if they're there for the first time, but you know, we always do it. So parenting isn't just, you know, all laughs and all joy. There is going to be tough times, but it's for us as parents to decide how we're going to handle each situation. Whether we're going to sit down with our kids and ask them, why did you tell me where your brother was? Because that was his surprise. How would you feel if you have a surprise for me and your little brother spoiled it for you? So I hope that I can encourage you to give recognition when your kids are, you know, doing things that make you feel proud because they've grown as a person. And also to motivate you to sit down when your child do something that you are just like, why on earth did you do that? And try figure out and help them so that if they're in that situation next time, that won't happen again. Parenting isn't, like we say in Afrikaans, for sissies. But it is so, so joyful. I hope you enjoy those little bodies. What a gift.